Good morning, everybody. So it's day 3 lockdown. Everything's just kind of, on a personal level, like it's at the point where it's like pushed through boring, and now I'm getting back into being used to it and getting more productive. I think that, and I would recommend this to anyone, having a routine has like really helped. Like I get up in the morning, have breakfast, do a bit of exercise outside. I'll clean something, whether that's, do a bit of leftover washing up or put some washing in the machine. Then at 11 o'clock, which is in about half an hour, Ben and I go outside for a cup of tea or a coffee. We try and have dinner around the same time each day. And it's making, having that structure is definitely making it not feel just like a infinite weekend. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so adjusting pretty well, I think. In the news, you remember yesterday I said that the NHS, the government called for people to volunteer for the NHS. And I can't remember how many they needed. They set a target of 250,000, 250,000 people. And within what I guess is about 24 hours since the announcement, so this was like last night's news, 500,000 people had signed up. Like, it's crazy. The government is offering to cover 80% of wages for employees who can't work during the epidemic. And so I had my hours cut in half, and I was told I was going to be paid 50%. And we really don't know how this furlough thing is going to affect the business, if they're going to take it up, who's going to be put on it, whether it's going to be volunteered, but it's a really uncertain time. So considering that I didn't feel secure enough yet to volunteer myself, to see that so many people did it, like, that's so cool, man. Like, double the amount of people. It sort of really does restore your faith. And I have a friend who I think he's a ward leader. God, he'll kill me for not knowing. I feel like he said it often enough, and I do know it. But he works in the NHS, and he's been getting like gifts and stuff all the time. He got some flowers. Nearby restaurants and stuff are donating their food. It's just like quite uplifting. Obviously, it's really difficult for them to have to be in that position and put themselves in the firing line, essentially. And it's just so heartwarming to see that the NHS staff are being treated like the heroes they are right now, right? I saw this morning as well that they're writing off parking for NHS staff and stuff like that, and it's all these little things that show that people really do appreciate, it's good. It's quite heartwarming, right? Yeah, they're setting up like emergency hospitals and stuff. I saw a video this morning of one being set up in the, I think it's called NHS Nightingale, which to me sounds like a really intimidating name, but I guess it's probably named after Florence Nightingale, right? But it's set up in the ExCeL Centre in London, which is a huge conference venue. Like, it has 2 parallel halls, and each of them is 1 kilometre long, and at least one of them is being turned into a hospital. And sorry, it's a lot more sobering. It's taken quite a turn. But the ExCeL Exhibition Centre in London is being converted into a temporary coronavirus hospital, and it'll have 4,000 critical care beds and 2 morgues. So it's quite just, it's because on the one hand you have, and I think is needed, all of this news being shared of like the positivity and the good outlook and stuff, and then some news like that hits you, and it's just like, it's weird in the eye of the storm, right? Like, it's going to get, or the calm before the storm even, it's going to get worse before it gets better. And that's sobering and awful. And, but I guess in an individual level, we have to try and like be compassionate, but not let it get to us. Because, with mental health, you really kind of have to, put your own mask on first, as it were. And I think that the best I can do now is help however I can, follow the rules, and keep myself healthy, right? Because I'll be more help to others if I'm as healthy as I can be myself, if that makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, and like I was talking about yesterday, I should be doing more with my friends, my real life friends, to stay connected and stay social and stuff like that. Like, great minds think alike, right? I got a message late last night from a good friend he's going to put on a pub quiz over conference call, and we're doing that tonight, having a couple of drinks and, you know, a bit of a conference, like, you know, a pub quiz essentially. It's going to be good. Like, I'm really looking forward to it, and it'll be nice to like see everyone again. I'll probably put the conference call up on the telly, and yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that. I really don't know what else I have planned for today's video. It might even just be this chat, right? Because this is kind of, I'm trying really hard to make this interesting and exciting, but I think the main goal here for me is to document, right? This will be really interesting to look back on when we've moved out of this time. And, you know, well, I might do silly shit like the Frozen cupcakes video. I don't have enough resource to do stuff like that every day, but I am enjoying doing it as practice, right? Like, I'm thinking these videos will get much better with time, but I'm the kind of person that enjoys learning by doing. Like, I'm not gonna not make anything because it's not good enough yet. I would rather be putting out stuff that maybe I don't think is the best I can do, but helps me learn, right, from experience, because I think that's the best way to do it. So in a week's time, in 2 weeks' time, these videos will probably look really different. Maybe I'll be doing a different format. Maybe I'll separate out the silly stuff from these chats that I'm having with you. But time will tell, right? I've got no one to impress. I mean, I would like it if you were impressed, but really I'm just doing these because I'm enjoying doing them, and it's giving me something to focus on, to look forward with. Today was going to be maybe a bit of gameplay, because I have something from work that will help me stream from a console, but it turns out I don't have the right cable for it, so I've ordered that from Amazon, but there is a delay on deliveries because of the whole situation. They're delivering essential things first, like they get priority. So when that arrives, you know, we can maybe do a bit of gameplay and stuff. It'll be fun to do some streaming in the evening. Maybe I could do that from this channel as well. But yeah, I think that's it for today's chat, and I'll speak to you soon. So the pub quiz didn't happen because a couple of people pulled out, so we're going to save that for another night. But we did, you know, play some online games, have a couple of drinks and stuff, and it was just really, really fun, really refreshing, you know, to see everyone again and catch up a little bit. It was good. Yeah, I was really glad we did it, and hopefully there'll be a lot more of it. Now I'm gonna wind down a little bit by playing some Animal Crossing in bed, you know, just chilling out. I'm really behind. I haven't, you know, I think I'm at least a whole mortgage behind Ben. He's been doing really well, and I've kind of been a bit lax, but, you know, yeah, I'll soon catch up. I'll catch up.